YouTube channel //64/ asks, how is the progress on the Thomas?
Still waiting on lines from...
I'm
No,
sorry,
it's okay. You're not the only one. It's you and Christopher and Tyler3967.
I'm sorry, okay? I'm just a lazy fuck.
We're all lazy F's in this neighborhood, boy.
Okay.
And I've just finished school, so pretty soon I'm not gonna have any excuses anymore.
Next question. Do you read or watch Shonen Jump anime, O-senpai?
Oh, I love reading Shonen Jump anime.
Well, I haven't really necessarily read the mangas, but like, I did watch Yu-Gi-Oh! The original series and even some of GX. And then, trying to think what else. Bleach. I did get into Bleach, but then I kind of falled out after the, Arunka arc started a little bit because it just got kind of boring.
Funny thing is, with Bleach, I haven't watched it, but from what I've heard, even though it's popular, there's been more negative than positive things about Bleach. Like, apparently the anime ends while the manga's still going.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, they stopped in 15 seasons or something like that, and the manga's still going, which I have no idea how it's going on.
Next question. Can you watch my YouTube channel, like 2 videos?
Wait, 2 videos? Just like watch any?
Can you watch my YouTube channel, like 2 videos?
Hold on. It looks like a bunch of AMVs, actually.
Okay, so this final question is, and it's a creepy one. Is it weird that I have been watching since I was 7 and now 12? I'm gonna fight you.
I think that one's only creepy depending on how you look at it.
Well, as a young fan, I mean, I do appreciate the fact he's been watching me all this long, which surprises me, but like, so that's pretty thoughtful, of you watching me for so long, so I appreciate that.
Okay, let's make all of these questions by Thomas & Co. one-word answers. Okay, Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Kal-El.
Iron Man or
Captain America?
Captain America!
Do you like
He's okay.
Spider-Man?
Yes.
Spider-Man can
Have
fuck
you
off.
seen Captain America Civil
Not yet,
War?
but I heard it is amazing.
Okay, no. Arisadale Productions.
It's Arsdale, stupid. Arsdale.
No, you see there's not an L, so it's Arisadale. Okay,
Really?
least favorite Great Race character and why?
All of them, because they didn't do shit.
Except Ashima.
Except the Shima and Vinny.
My least favorite
You know
is
what?
Gina because all she says is, everybody back on the sheep, and he's a somebody
Although-
reason. All she provides
Although
is
you,
memes.
although you would have to
Nothing
admit, Axel, you,
That's
You-
good, sir. Hey, are you in the boat, sir? Oh, wait, I got to want some pizza pasta for you.
I will say that
Gay.
Can I please? Thank you. Anyway, I will say that Axel does have a funny scene as he enters onto the boat. It's like, we're headed to the Great Whaley Show. This isn't the mainland, this is Sodor. The island of Sodor. Oops. Hiromi, that is funny right there.
I'd probably say Vinny because he's a dick. No reason, he's just a dick.
Say
Same.
LeBron's a dick.
Here comes Jack!
Someone's watching Here Comes Jack video too much.
Okay, so next question from Arisadale Productions. Favorite Great Race character and why?
There's only,
Oh no, there's so many. How am I going to Shane?
honestly, yes, face it, there's
I'm
only one, like, if I have to do character that actually have, wait, can I do this in 2 ways? Like, character who actually has personality and then character who I just think looks cool? Can I do it that way?
Sure, why not?
My favorite character is Amisha.
Ashima!
Ashima spelled back. It's Amisha. She sings
Ashima.
about playing Pokemon Go every day.
How do you know?
If I'm ever going to bring Ashima and Raji, if I ever decide to make Rajiv a recurring character in my videos, he's pretty much just gonna be Raj from The Big Bang Theory.
Raji! Okay, also, this is the last question I'm answering, and then I'm like gonna do some. I'll explain after I ask the question. Do you have Tomy Trackmaster play rail?
I have Tomy Trackmaster, but not play well. I don't collect them anymore, but
Okay.
yeah.
You name it. Gordon, Henry, Rosie, Steven,
Mabitas.
Gaither.
Alright, next question by
Wait,
Tyler.
before you ask the next question, okay, so like, I'm gonna stop asking questions and like, I'm gonna go because like I'm feeling tired and stuff, and I need to recoup from asking.
Yeah. I can tell you're going insane. Slowly going insane.
And plus, my throat feels so damn sore.
Okay, there's no.
I really
there's no-
enjoyed being here in the Q&A with you guys, but yeah, I'm done with the questions. So bye. I like you guys, and hope you guys like what's you guys in the audience like what's coming for the show and all that shit. I'm out of here.
Bye.
Next question.
Alright,
And now he is dead.
Next question.
Alright,
Question.
next question. Next questions are from
Hey, so-
one moment. One moment.
Well,
Yes, really.
What?
he was playing for my Thomas and Friends meets Jacksepticeye video.
Bitch, I might have been. Anyway, seriously though, his first question is, what's your favorite kind of food culture?
Probably, like, it's hard to really say because I don't, like, eat a whole lot. Even though I do love eating at Cancun's and hibachi, so I like a mixture of, like, Hispanic and Asian food.
You know, I'm not really much of an exotic eater, but for some reason, this question made me think of a certain thing, a certain cartoon show that shares the name with not only a famous soup, but a famous Simpsons quote. Show there.
Show there.
Show there.
Chablis.
It's
Shabla.
pronounced chowder. Say it right.
Oh, chowder.
Yes, who remembers Chowder? That was a
We
good
all do.
cartoon. Yes, and the creator of Chowder has gone on to do Harvey Beaks, which is dangerously underrated. I am going to go on about this in Ferry Boat Fred Funnies episode 5
It's
or
6.
6 or whichever one I'm almost done editing. But people, please support Harvey Beaks. The only thing worse than it not getting a third season is it going with a tiny fan base. Okay, next question.
What inspired you to be a voice actor?
Pretty much just because I liked many voice actors like Paul Rubin, Jim Cummings, who's probably my all-time favorite, and it's also a little bit of William Greb because since he's done a whole lot of voices for like his TNF series and such, so it's definitely made me want to try experiment with my voices and try them out. So yeah, it's just a lot of different voices from my childhood I grew up in, also YouTube users as well.
Same here.
And then what's the other one?
The other question is, favorite games of the N64?
Well, you see, I only mentioned Banjo-Kazooie, but I have some other favorites as well. Like, I love Super Mario 64. Paper Mario is also really fun. I know some people would say Ocarina of Time, but honestly, that's not like... I like it, but I don't think it's like the best game ever made. There's like a ton of great N64 games. There's one, I'm trying to think of which it is that I really love. Conker's Bad Fur Day, yeah, can't forget, that's a hilarious, nasty game, I tell ya.
Let me say this about Nintendo 64. I've never owned one, and I've never played it, but one time at school, these guys installed an emulator onto the school server, so I played Toy Story 2, Mario Kart, and a little bit of Super Mario 64.
Oh, what you think of it?
It was alright, but I had no idea what the hell I was doing.
That's the fun of it!
Okay, the next questions are from MBC Mekachu.
Someone's
I
obviously a
just know I
Pokemon fan.
butchered that. Which character do you like voicing the most?
Who do you think?
That's an obvious
You know, I
question.
kind of assumed you were going to say Scruff, but okay. How did Winston become a part of your group?
Well, Winston, it's just because I've always loved the Muppets and stuff, and I've always wanted to do puppetry. And out of bloom, I don't know if they still do this or not anymore, but there was this website called FAO Shorts. Ah, the doctor's back. But there was this website called FAO Shorts, and for a time they actually had Muppet Whatnot characters for sale, where you can like create your own Muppet character or your Muppet Whatnot, and it'll be shipped for you. And Winston was the character that I made from that site, and I still use him a lot. Now, granted, there are some weird tales on him over the years of filming, like his glasses, like the glue on his glasses is falling off, but other than that, he's still in great condition, and I love writing for this character and stuff like that, so he's been with me in my videos for a long time now.
He's hoping he's going to be in your videos for many years
Well,
to
of
come.
course.
Okay, next question is, how did you come across Miss Oliver and Blossom?
He's called the Wilsonator, for crying out loud.
Well, artist formerly known as Moab, but I just came across him for just watching, like I first started watching Joey Turner stuff, and then it directed me to his channel, and I've been watching both of them back and forth. I don't watch a whole lot of the newer content stuff now, not because I don't like it. I think it's excellent, but I just don't haven't really just catch up with all what they've done mostly and all that stuff. But you know, they're really talented people, and I actually got to speak with Joey Turner last week, and it was a lot of fun speaking to him for the first time. Very friendly.
You're welcome, by the
Yes,
way.
so thank you.
Yeah. Rub it in, birthday boy.
I behaved.
Yeah, it was my birthday. I had a group call with my friends.
Yes.
Wait, when was your birthday? Because mine recently passed as well.
Mine was September 30th.
Oh, mine's more.
Oh,
Literally,
Okay.
the week that just went by.
Happy late
Next
birthday, then, the doctor.
Yes, happy birthday. Okay, next question. What type of engine would you like to see introduced into the television series, and what would it be named?
I actually do have an engine design, actually, that I think is pretty interesting. I'm showing you guys on Facebook, not Facebook, Skype right now, and basically it's a steam locomotive that has a Franco Constrium boiler, which means the funnel is like on the side instead of like being a front.
Oh, that's interesting.
Let me see this. Ah, that really is interesting.
Yes.
I would love to see that.
Now, as for the name, I was thinking more of trying to think of a good name. Actually, I haven't really thought of a name, but maybe more of a Jason, or probably Butchard or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what the name would be, but I think that'd be a really interesting locomotive design. And would be less creepy than Hugo.
Train Boy 35. What's Train Boy 35 gotta say? Where do you live, like country or state? Hello, FBI.
Unfortunately for you lot, I am not allowed. Well, I'm not really allowed, but I'm more or less not really secure with giving my location out. So, unfortunately, no one must know.
Called personal information.
All right. Next question. What is your opinion on Timothy the Ghost Engine? Ghost Train. Your opinion on Timothy the Ghost Train?
Interesting, I have to say. Although, to be fair, I kind of discovered Timothy through Diesel 199 when he did his Halloween special last year.
I discovered it through its origins on the Creepypasta wiki.
So I don't know much about the whole Timothy thing. I just know he's like a fan character that's gotten a ton of popularity lately.
Yeah, honestly, I think he's alright, just as long as you don't try to take him too seriously.
Which some people do, unfortunately, I think.
Next question. Do you like Back to the Future and the game?
No, it's Back the Future.
Back the Future and the game.
Back to the Future.
I like the Back to the Future movies, haven't played the game, although I do own the first Back to the Future game on NES. It's a guilty pleasure, shut up.
Liger Tamer one. This next question. These next questions are from Liger Tamer 100. Gosh! Tina, you fat lard, help me answer these questions. Does anyone get the reference?
I think that's Zoids, ain't it?
Napoleon Dynamite. Jesus Christ.
Wait, really? Well, when I think of Liger, I just think of the Zoid Liger.
Whatever. What is your favorite Nintendo console ever?
Nintendo 64, basically. That's the console I grew up with, and I just love that system. I really do.
Okay. Angry Grandpa or Psycho Dad? Neither. I bet Uncle Grandpa would win. But in all seriousness, Daniel, answer the question.
I guess Angry Grandpa? Like, that's the last time that I get screwed from Dairy Queen!
What was your reaction when Cloud and Bayonetta was announced for Smash Brothers 4?
I was shocked and was surprised, even though, to be fair, when the Smash Brothers ballot happened, I kind of voted for Banjo-Kazooie, but I understand with the whole Nintendo licenses and copyright stuff that they couldn't get away with, so Bayonetta was, of course, the winner, and she's a pretty good fighter. I like playing as her time to time, but Cloud, he's pretty cool as well.
So you SpongeBob nominated to be on that game or something?
I have no idea, man.
Just about the list of votable characters for Super Smash Bros. Do you know the other ones that were also voted?
I'm not sure. They never really officially show what the list was, honestly.
No, they never
Which
did.
is weird. I wish they would have, but I think due to some reasons they just kind of forgot about showing the whole list.
Who is your favorite Nintendo collector on YouTube?
Okay, I don't really have a personal favorite Nintendo collector, but in terms of video game collectors, my favorite is Happy Console Gamer. It's just the way that he talks about the games. It's just, you could tell he's pouring his passion out to talk about the games, and he has a lot of funny stories to tell. And he just seems like a great guy to hang out with.
John the TV fan 1001 asks, are you a fan of the Angry Video Game Nerd?
Well, of course, he's practically like literally the first video game reviewer that I've known. And also, funny story, that's where I learned how to say the 7 words you can't see on television.
Next question. What are your top 10 favorite YouTubers?
Oh gosh. Yes, see. In no particular order, I'm gonna try to list them off the top of my head. Happy Console Gamer, Jontron, Peanut Butter Gamer, Gaming Historian, Tom Sky, Ed's World, crap, I'm trying to think. Categories.
It's Tom Sky.
Tom Sky, whatever, I can't pronounce, remember. I'm the Elmer Fudd. Anyway, crap, now I'm blocked, I can't think. Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, and, Pudding. Those are my top 10 favorite YouTube users.
I counted 9.
Pudding is a good channel! I like pudding! It's good to eat when you're hungry!
If I can just say, there's a YouTube channel I've been watching recently, the Real or Fake series. Have anyone heard
Real
of
or
it?
fake?
No.
Nah.
Oh, okay. The Real or Fake series is it's done by a man called Bill, and his channel is called Bill's Channel. Creative, yeah. But, you know all those videos and images on the internet with, like, giant squid washed up on shore, a giant megalodon discovered? Well, this guy actually cracks down on these. Are they real or are they fake?
Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's an actually very educational series, believe it or not.
There's 3 other YouTube channels that comes to mind. There's Rebel Taxi, there's Sexual Lobster, and then there's Planet Dolan. Does anyone here know about those?
I know about Rebel Taxi and Sexual Lobster.
I could just imagine if there was a crossover between Rebel Taxi and Mr. Enter, it'd be like, I say you take things too seriously. And I say you don't take things too seriously enough. I gotta draw that someday.
That will be interesting.
Oface Studios asks, do you like Garfield?
Well, of course, who doesn't like Garfield?
Hopefully not the later Garfield. Yeah.
I haven't really seen much of the later Garfield. I just know mostly for the cartoon
TV show.
The
Yeah.
last incarnation of Garfield I watched was Garfield Gets Real, and if you're gonna, like, show Garfield going into a real world, then why the hell is it animated and, like, just cartoon physics in it?
It's odd. I can never understand those type of movies, you know.
Has anyone ever heard of Garfield, His 9 Lives?
No.
Nope.
Well, apparently Garfield goes through his 9 lives, well, his 8 lives, and a sneak peek at his 9th one. And apparently in the book version, Garfield is overcome by darkness and attacks and kills an old woman.
What?
Or is impossible to attack and
What
kill
the
an old woman.
heck?
Next question is, what do you think of Tomy Trackmaster?
It's interesting. I will admit, like, especially during the later Trapmaster live and stuff like that, the engine models seemed like not getting looking as good. But I mean, there are some pretty cool looking Trapmaster Tomy models out there. But I will agree with a lot of people saying that Playwell is the best to go by.
Sonic and the Nicktoons 25th anniversary. Wow, the spelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am aware. Sonic, I don't really care much for, but Nicktoons, considering the fact, well, we all grew up with Nickelodeon. I mean, it's insane to think. It's insane to think that it's already been 25 years since Nicktoons started. I mean, holy crap.
And in a way, we all still watch Nicktoons. And while we're on the subject, Harvey Beaks! Don't let it be unknown! Next question.
I knew you were going to say that.
Anyway,
Last
question from him. Do you collect VHS tapes?
Not really. I haven't really bought any new VHS tapes in a
any?
long time. I do have some VHS tapes.
Yay.
It's just I don't really currently collect them or anything like that.
From Joseph. I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Okay. Question 1. Will you ever do reviews? Oh my god.
I do the Delmar show, which I subtly advertise in my videos.
Subtly.
But I currently have 35 episodes. I don't make a whole lot of them because I like to take my time, probably way too much time on them. But yeah, I do have reviews of doing stuff that I like of games and TV shows and etc. But it's on my other channel.
I just remembered you said you were going to do a review for The Adventure Begins, comparing it to not comparing, but when the UK version came out.
Wait, I did?
In
Oh,
the
The Adventure Begins?
Yep.
I think you mean the Great Race. I think.
No, it's definitely The Adventure Begins.
Trying to think, I don't remember.
It was in your.
Still waiting for an Adventure Begins 2.
That's probably gonna be the 75th anniversary, probably.
Oh, I have to wait that long.
I'm just guessing at this point. I mean, I could probably see it, but in that timeline, you know.
Will we ever hear you in Enterprising Agent 93 series and you play Scrub?
Were you born under a rock? Wait, do you live under a rock?
Yes, I do voice. Granted, I only voice a Scruff in his series, so it usually depends on whether or not he puts Scruff in the episode. Which, I mean, you can't force someone to put a character in every episode because, I mean, that's just silly. But yeah, I mean, I still do some projects for him because he is a really talented YouTube user in the Thomas community, and yeah, I always appreciate voicing in such a great series like his. I feel honored by that.
Will you ever reappear in the future? Kratos?
Kratos!
Just let the last one was fine.
I think it's talking about
Kratos Collective.
Okay, I think it's talking about the Thomas Creative collab and stuff. But basically, they tell me when they need my voice and stuff. So it's sometimes sudden. Like one time, I think I had only 3 days to record, but it was only 2 lines. So I mean, it's usually sometimes out of notice because I don't know the whole work schedule for the creative collab and such. But I only voice Scruff in it, which is always fine by me. But I say I'll probably be in Scruff in future episodes, depending on whether or not he will appear or not.
This next question is from Thomas Fan 1 Rail Engine 2015. What's your favorite character
From the Thomas comedies? Okay, I will admit that's kind of a tough one because I don't really have a particular character I have a favorite of writing out and stuff. It's just more if I can make that character pair a character funny in a certain scene or not, so it's kind of really hard for me to choose a favorite character from the Thomas comedies. Aside from turning Rusty female, that one gave me tons of views apparently.
Which one?
In the Duncan story where I did that joke with a narrator called Rusty a female, and that all of a sudden turned her into a her.
Okay, next questions are from Ackley Attack TV.
What is your biggest challenge when you are making Thomas comedies?
It's mostly waiting for voice actors' lines. Just waiting on those lines to come in.
Well,
Is there another way to say I'm sorry?
No, I'm not talking you. I'm talking like past, because several Thomas comedies has been kind of pushed back due to delays. So it's not just you, it's everybody. But I understand completely. I'm not mad. It's just I understand that life keeps you occupied and stuff, you know?
Anyway, your Duncan story, Delmar, has just over 300,000 views.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
I've done something right.
Yeah, I think my favorite line in that episode would have to be, "Hey, Ma! Get off the dang roof!" I didn't say it. And it'd have to be rivaled with, fresh air! Man, I swallowed a bug.
Alright, anyway, next question is, what are your favorite episodes of the Delmar show that you made this year? ... Or any year in particular.
Kind of tricky, but for my favorite episode I made this year, it'll probably be my Wii U retrospective, because I've been trying to do a new format for the Delmar show, and so far it's been working extremely well, and I think I've done and I'm also trying to do a better job of explaining the games personally, instead of feel like you're forcing yourself reading off the script or something. And I think my Wii U retrospective, I think I'm doing a lot better explaining stuff better without having to rely on a script per se. So that one, I don't really, it's hard for me to say what my particular favorite Delmar show episode is, but for this year so far, it's the Wii U retrospective.
What video game from 2016 do you think is your favorite so far?
If I had to choose, it's going to be kind of an odd choice, because I know nobody knows what the heck this game is, but it is Tokyo, so far it's Tokyo Mirage Sessions #FE. It's a crossover title between the Fire Emblem team and the people who make the Persona Shin Megami Tensei series.
Oh,
and it's
this game in the Wii U retrospective?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just a really fun RPG that has some fun characters and a very interesting battle system. So I really love that game, and I put in a ton of hours in that game, like close to over 60 hours about.
Jeez, man.
Well, it's an RPG, so that's something to expect with, you know.
Okay. Amateur, but what is an RPG?
Role-playing game.
Role-playing game.
You know, like Final Fantasy, Earthbound, stuff like that.
I played Evo. Like Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes, exactly. That's an RPG.
Alright, next question. If possible, would you do a behind-the-scenes video on how you make an episode of either the Delmar show, Tom's Comedies, Some Crap You Made Up, etc.?
Sure. That's fine. I don't know when I'll do it behind the scenes, but sure, I don't mind doing that. That's something I'll probably do.
Katola asks, how did you feel when you were asked to voice in the Thomas Creator Collective?
I'm gonna do a quote from JonTron, even though I kind of forgot how the quote is like. And now, at this very moment, I feel truly blessed. Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm actually still surprised that I was able to voice in the creative collab, honestly, because you know it just feels kind of odd saying that you're hearing your voice in a video on the official Thomas and Friends YouTube channel.
Okay. Will Thomas 199 says, what do you think of the Thomas Creator Collective?
They've been flat out busy this whole year.
They've been pushing out a lot of stuff, and some of it's good, although I will admit in some of the latest specials, like when they did a lot of chasing scenes and the whole Steam vs. Diesel lineup, it did get kind of old after a while.
Yeah,
but,
not to mention Sodor's Finest is definitely not their finest.
Yeah, although my personal favorite one is actually Brothers Bother with the Flying Scotsman and Gordon. That one's actually my favorite they made so far. Just because I just love the whole dynamic of Gordon and Flying Scotsman and stuff like that. Plus, I will admit, the filming scene of where the Flying Scotsman had that accident or was about to fall off the bridge, that was really well put together in filming, I will admit.
I'm sorry, but Sodor's finest is just stupid. It's like, you're that engine that has proven countless times that you are completely 100% untrustworthy. I need you to look after the railway for me while I'm gone.
Yeah, hypocritical much?
Jaime or Jamie, I don't know how to pronounce that, but either way,
Probably Jamie.
yeah, Jamie Giraldo, if I mispronounced that, I'm sorry. First question is, which characters from the Railway series TV series would you like to see in season 20?
Okay, from the Railway series, I would probably choose... Okay, even though... Probably from Railway series, I would love to see them include Jock or Frank in there.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
And then for the television series, I already mentioned Murdoch and Stepney, so... But for season 20, I don't think they'll probably appear. Probably like in the future series or season or something.
I'm just hoping that at some point in season 20, they adapt small railway engines.
I say they will.
They better.
Next question is, what's your favorite Railway series book, both Wilbert and Christopher?
From Wilbert, my favorite book of his, I know it's a close call, but it's just my favorite book out of all is Duck and the Diesel. And then from Christopher, I think from Christopher, I would have to say Thomas and the Great Railway Museum. Yeah, I just like the stories in that one.
Yeah, and apparently the publishers made him tone it down or something.
Tone it down?
Yeah, because apparently there was supposed to be a more epic thing happening in the fourth story. I forget what it was.
Wait, is this like, was this like during when Thomas was run over that lunch box or something, or?
I don't know. It was in one of the stories. I just read it randomly on the Wikia. I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of tired right now, but I'm gonna keep going.
We're getting close to the end. We're getting close.
Don't worry. When we get done, you can finally hear me asking, "Why did I have to put up with you for 4 hours?"
Almost 4 hours. Third and final question from this guy. How did you get into Thomas, and what would you do if the show ever ends?
I already answered how to get into
the first half of that question.
We did answer the first half of the question, but what would you do if the show ever ended?
You see, first, I would cry, and then say, "We had a good run," or something. I'm not sure.
I'd probably over...
Well, they got back on track somehow.
As for me, I'd probably crawl on over to the dying hole.
I mean, I mean, once you really think about it, it is an incredible feat to see Thomas in his 20th season already. So I mean,
a lot of kid shows don't usually reach that.
The franchise has been going on for 70 years.
I mean, you don't see kid shows actually going that far. Usually, it's done by like year 20 or something.
Yeah, well, which is more let's talk about like the television series or something like that. Like the books, well, they're still being published to this day, thankfully. But like for the television series, just seeing it getting over 20 seasons, it's just an incredible feat to see. Especially since the episodes have been getting pretty good over the last few years, you know?
Josh Ball asks, do you do gaming on your channel? Oh my god.
I do game reviews. I have a Let's Play channel. Most of my jokes revolve around video games, so I don't think so. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that mean, but I mean at the same time, you know, yeah.
Well, that's a curveball.
Okay, what consoles you got? That way, if you do gaming, we know what consoles you got, so we know what you can and can't play.
What?
I'm sorry, can you please process it in English, please?
Okay, let's just skip that.
Yeah, let's just skip that question. But
Okay. Steam-powered cyborg. I keep seeing this guy everywhere. What was the hardest thing you ever did? E.g., somersaults, talking fast, etc.
The hardest thing I've ever done? I don't really know. That's kind of a hard one. I guess, I don't know. I really don't know what the hardest thing is, honestly, because, like, there's some difficult stuff I had to do during life, but nothing that's, like, hard or anything like that.
Who is your favorite crystal gem?
Ooh.
It's a tie between amethyst and garnet. It's a tie between those two.
Dude, you can't tie between 3 gems.
Wait, I didn't say 3 gems, I said amethyst or garnet.
Yeah, that's 3 gems. You listed 3 gems.
No, oh wait, I just realized. Okay, fine, garnet is my favorite.
Dude, you can only pick one.
Dadgummit!
He just said his favorite!
Do you even watch Steven Universe?
Oh, me? No.
Okay, you don't get what we're talking about then.
Okay, fine, amethyst! Are you happy?
Yes. I was wondering why I
Yes,
said
I'm happy with amethyst. Also, gem fusions count as one person, but never mind. Question 3. What do you like to do besides playing video games and making videos?
Yes, see, I mentioned I went fishing today. I also enjoy spending time with family and sleeping. And sleeping.
I love sleeping.
And
sleep is fun. Sleep is love.
And annoying my friends as well.
Oh, I love doing that too. I am
Yes.
not going to see them again after Tuesday. Tuesday's graduation.
Oh, congrats.
Yes.
And the last question by Steam Powered Cyborg is
from Kalen Fraser Productions.
I just read the last question by
yeah.
Steam Powered Cyborg. And because we care about this, and because I think this guy is okay, I'll just move along. Sage Caleb asks, have you played Battle Block Theater?
You know,
no.
Guys, if we can go back to Steam Powered Cyborg's question, shall we just answer it? Shall we just save the question so people at home who are watching this will understand why we're skipping it?
What's the question?
Which part of the female body is more overrated, boobs or butts?
Butts.
What?
Let's skip that one.
Don't answer that!
I already did.
Skip! Move along! That did not happen! No!
Came out wrong.
No! That is the oddest question ever!
I'm not even gonna touch that one. That came out wrong.
I'm not even touching that one with a 60-foot pole. Moving on.
That came out even wronger.
Ah!
Not even a word.
Okay, back to Sage Caleb's questions. Have you played Battle Block Theater?
No! I haven't heard of it! I don't!
Okay, have you heard of Mixels?
No!
What happens if you fuse the whole Steam team together?
You get a very disorganized person.
Yes, introducing Thomas Wood Hengdon J.C. Hope Emily.
Oh! I just realized you can make a Yu-Gi-Oh joke out of this. Station diffuse. Opposite engagement. Henry, Gordon, James, Edward, Emily, and Toby to form the Abomination.
The big boy!
Oh, Abomination.
Big boy.
Do you hate MLP? If so, welcome to my club, friend.
Wow! That is a big, bold statement you're making there.
Yeah, it's a big fan base, but you gotta understand, if you don't like the show, that's fine, but please don't base your entire personality off of hating the show.
Please.
Yeah. Plus, I did mention that I think the show's fine. It's just I just don't have time to try and watch all the episodes, but I do understand why people like it. So I don't hate it, but seriously, that's just kind of mean to say that.
Yes.
Oh, something.
Okay, Meteorite Gaming 917 asks, have you watched RWBY?
It's Ruby.
Did someone say Ruby? I fucking love Ruby!
Oh.
I still need to get into it because I heard it's really good, and
Dude,
apparently on the full.
Dude, you gotta watch it. It is so good. I mean, the first season's a little rocky, but once you get through it, oh my god, it's so amazing. Volume 4 is actually gonna air next weekend, so.
What's Ruby?
Think about it. I saw
Ruby is
It's a-
basically this animated thing. It's very anime based, made by a YouTube channel called Rooster Teeth.
I've heard of Rooster Teeth. I have heard of Rooster Teeth. I saw Camp. That was kind of funny. That was okay, I guess.
There was a YouTuber that moved on to an official studio production? Is that what it is?
I don't know.
Well, Ruby is like at Walmart they sell the volume boxes of Ruby actually.
Yeah, they do, but it's also on Netflix. So.
What is Percy and Rusty's gender?
Percy's a boy. Just because he has a high-pitched voice doesn't mean he's a girl.
And
What's
Rusty's
Exactly.
a boy. I mean, what?
Did you just assume Alvin and the Chipmunks are girls?
But as for Rusty, that's just a joke that I did. It's a obscure joke about the narrator in the U.S. accidentally referring to Rusty as a female in some of the season 9 episodes. So I just thought it'd be funny, but it didn't turn out well. But we're gonna roll with it, so yay!
Question the third. Is Boko actually alive? Yes.
But
yeah.
that's we're saving that for a special episode per
We don't
se.
want to give away spoilers now, do we?
Yay.
Or
That means
do you
I
have a
have a
reaction of Percy playing Five Nights at Freddy's? Let's just skip this. Five Nights at Freddy's is over. Leon
It's
Engine.
overrated, it's
Original
dumb.
10 questions.
No, it's still
Choose
going.
good-
It's a location.
Yes. Choose 4 good ones. Is what
Yeah,
it says.
he commented, he put it 10 questions, even though I did say 4 questions only was the max for each person, you know?
Oh yeah.
So-
One,
I just-
can I voice acting in your series? I can do Sir Handel and Peter Sam's voices, but I have a Finnish English accent.
A Finnish accent?
Well, to be fair, I already got voice actors for Sir Handel and Peter Sam, so I don't think I really need... But if I have, like, planned auditions in the future, I'll do that. But as of now, I got good enough cast members and friends to voice as engines.
Question 2. Why do I hate Season 16, but I don't hate Season 15?
What?
Why are you asking him? He doesn't know.
It's your personal preference, dude.
I'm actually kind of confused. Like, with Season 16, you can at least, like... at least it doesn't have any rhymes in it compared to Season 15, but I'm still... I'm not really sure. I don't know, but... It's your preference, so I'm not going to criticize you.
Okay, question 3. Can you say pizza is life, pizza is love?
Yeah, skip that one.
Okay.
What's
4.
wrong
Can
with
you draw Thomas the Tank Engine?
No.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I'll show a picture of my drawing, but that's the best I can do. That's the
Yeah.
best. Yeah, pretty
That's-
much.
that's-
Yeah.
Anyway, next question comes from All That Jazz. You, sir, have the greatest username of all time. What is your favorite Mega Man game?
My favorite Mega Man game is actually Mega Man Legends, because I really enjoyed the
Mega Man! The super fighting robots!
Mega Man! But Mega Man Legends is my favorite.
What are your thoughts on Sonic Mania?
I will admit, even though I'm not a big fan of Sonic Mania does look a lot of fun. It's pretty much like a regular 16-bit side-scrolling game with some new levels and stuff, but it does look like a lot of fun. I will say that.
Yeah, but I bet it's got nothing on the Sonic Dreams collection.
Please stop mentioning that.
Sonic
Do a
Mania is-
Delmar show on that already!
I refuse to! I refuse to do it!
Alright, anyway,
Yeah,
have you
Sonic Mania
played...
was actually originally a fan-made project, but it's now an official game.
It is?
Oh, really?
It was
I did
made
not
by
know that.
Wait, you talking about Sonic Mania or Sonic Dreams collection?
No, Sonic Mania.
Ah, okay.
That's pretty cool.
Alright,
But,
have you
gonna
played... Alright, anyway, sorry. Have you played Bayonetta? If so, what are your thoughts on it?
I played Bayonetta. It is fun. It is gory. It is kinky, but very fun.
Okay.
One of my favorite moments in Bayonetta is when who was a kid, Loki, when he falls from the sky and he lands on this other guy in the game. This is the second game, and he doesn't know the name of this guy, so he goes, "Oh, I know you. Hey, you're that pervert that likes to stare at Bayonetta's tits all the time."
What?
That's how you identify someone.
I will admit that's funny.
Don't rub the nipples.
Okay, this next one I think we should all answer.
What was the first video game you ever played?
Super Mario 64.
Wow.
I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh shit. Sorry.
Wait,
if I'm gonna be. Sorry.
Wouldn't PC games also count? Do they count PC games?
Yeah, they count.
Yeah,
they
count.
count.
They count.
Okay. Wait, how old were you?
How old was I when I played Super Mario 64?
Yeah.
Like 4 or 5, I think.
So you okay? Because you once told me you used to play Putt Putt Goes to the Moon.
Well, that was like back in elementary school that they had it.
Because it kind of sounds like the Putt Putt would have come before Mario.
Right.
Anyways, my first game I ever played from memory, I think it was either this one Winnie the Pooh game where it was Eeyore's birthday, or it was either that or My Disney Kitchen. Anyone ever heard of My Disney Kitchen?
No.
Not really.
I had endless hours of fun on it. It had like a mini game where you could cook breakfast for Mickey and Minnie, and a mini game where you could bake a cake for Mickey and Minnie, and you could just screw around in the kitchen. You could do anything. You could burn spaghetti. You could leave the water running. You could make fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
I knew that was gonna happen.
I knew it was coming. I tried to stop it, but.
Remember Rita Rabbit games?
Oh yeah.
Rita Rabbit?
Yeah, I remember Rita Rabbit.
Rita Rabbit. I don't know. Here, wait, let me Google it. It sounds familiar.
But also, while we're on the subject about first video games, one of the first video games I played also was the demo to Star Wars Jedi Outcast, and that was actually my introduction to Star Wars.
Really?
Yeah, really. And that's personally why I can't stand The Force Awakens, because it just throws Kyle Katarn out the chute. Because he's like my icon for Star Wars. Love the character.
Yeah, I can definitely see it from your perspective and stuff like that.
It's like this goes way back. I was either 5 or 6 years old when I played that game, because it came out early 2002. Well, the actual game demo would have been out before then. Alright, so...
Next question from Will Thomas, 199. I don't know. Will Thomas 199? We'll have to find out later if Thomas will ever 199. Okay, first question. What do you prefer, LMS, GNR, or LNER?
That's kind of strange because each one of those has locomotives that I really like. But if I had to choose my favorite, probably GNR, probably.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember that guy who used to call himself Blue Henry, and he used to make like these weird H.O. Thomas videos? Well, not weird, but he used to make H.O. Thomas videos.
Blue Henry?
He used to make H.O. Thomas videos. He did custom models. I think he was like the first person on... He was like one of the first few people on YouTube first few members of the Thomas community to experiment making narrow gauge engines to run alongside the HO ones.
Not really, I don't remember. Unless this was like way back or something.
I think it was 2006, maybe?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't know. Like I did start watching YouTube in 2006, but I don't think I ever come across his content or something.
At one point, he was going to make a movie called Devil's Tooth. Never mind, let's just... next question. Clear the line! It's a runaway train! And he's got at least 2 questions!
What is your first Thomas and Friends character that you got?
I don't really know. That's... Because it could be anything. Because, like, I have some of the old Thomas Woodard Railway models still with me, but it's hard to say which one was the first one I got. It
For
really
me,
is.
it was either an Ertl lady, a or this one Tommy Thomas set where you get it and it's in a bucket and you get Thomas, Annie, and Clarabelle. Does anyone remember that set that comes in a bucket?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I still have the bucket somewhere.
Footloose and
I'm
friends.
The
just
Green
going-
Predator.
I love that.
I'm going to dial 00 on my phone just to be safe. Just to explain the joke, 000 is the Australian emergency hotline. You know, in America,
It's 911 for us, but
Yeah.
so it's 000 in there.
Alright,
Yeah, but
anyway.
Yeah, 000. So, what's your favorite Steve motive?
That's kind of hard to say. Like, it's probably gonna be like Oliver's class because it just has an interesting design, and especially because like one of my favorite YouTube channels that I watch is Steam Locos in Profile, and he talked about the Oliver's class, and it just has like a very interesting design and history about the Locomotives class, you know.
Okay, now what's your favorite Some Crap We Made Up video?
Okay, actually that's a tough one. It'll probably my favorite one is probably Amiibo Talk, the first one, where because it's just funny to hear Amiibo speaking and just trying to make fun of me behind my back and stuff like that. And then probably my other one is the one where I had the key plan and I'm trying to barge my room in even though the door was unlocked, basically. I think. I can't remember. It's been a while since I watched the video.
I remember I just randomly had an idea for this one with a robot, but unfortunately Daniel filmed it wrong from my original
Yes.
video.
Well, I didn't know how the original video went, so I just
Never mind. Let's just continue to the next question. What's your favorite superhero movie of 2016?
Ooh, Doctor Strange is yet to come out.
I do want to see Doctor Strange, although so far my favorite is Deadpool. I'm sorry, but it's so hilarious and it's so action packed. Ryan Reynolds does a perfect job as
Deadpool, and he said that I would enjoy Deadpool if it weren't for all the violence. I haven't seen it. How violent is it?
It's pretty violent. It is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it's
What, you mean like bullets going all the way through people?
Yeah.
that was in the trailer.
Yeah, it's really violent. So if you're not a huge fan, like gore and stuff, there's even like a scene where Wade Wilson is like getting Wade. It's like being tested by this group of stuff, and it's getting like the air sucked out, and his skin just starts degrading and stuff. It gets pretty gruesome in some scenes. So
okay, let's move on.
All right, moving right along to engine number.
Can we all answer this, guys? Favorite superhero movie?
Anyway, moving on to
favorite superhero movie.
Yeah. Firstly, Suicide Squad for me.
yeah, Suicide Squad was good.
Why does it have such low rating from critics? I don't understand.
I don't know, but next question.
Next question from
No,
engine
that's
number
it.
14.
The critics are Marvel fans.
Oh God,
Oh.
Charlie's asking questions now.
Engine number 14 asks, which video do you like making?
honestly, I don't really like have a particular favorite because I have to be like in a certain mood to make it. Even though, to be fair, I've been wanting to make a new Thomas comedy for so long. I've been just wanting to, but it's just hard to just do, when you're so busy with all this stuff. But, I don't want to have like a particular favorite because I like making videos because most of them are being made the same way. But I do enjoy making Thomas comedies a whole lot, and I'm hoping to try and continue making more sooner or later.
Tank Engine Small Engine asks, have you ever played Five Nights at Freddy's?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
well, can I please? Can I?
Fine,
please?
go ahead.
Let him answer.
Like I haven't really played them because my computer unfortunately doesn't really support PC games or anything. Like it could play like Undertale fine and Train Simulator 2006, but I just can't really accept playing the FNAF. But even though I understand why a lot of people get annoyed, I do say I do like the story with the first game because it is interesting. Sister's Location, I have no idea what's going on, honestly. I have no idea what the plot is or anything like that. It gets so confusing. Anyway, now we can move on to the last questionnaire Ooh.
It's
Ooh,
about
this is the last
time.
guy?
Yep, it's the
Oh,
last guy.
sweet.
Over.
It's
Steven
almost
Universe
over!
And Stu Rate Little Fan 2002
That must
once
be
again.
Little.
How about we all take
Yeah,
turns
yeah.
asking one of the questions?
Oh, I'll
Okay.
do the second one.
I'll do the third.
Okay. Do you like Doctor Who?
Yes, I do. I am behind on the new episodes, but I do enjoy the series quite a bit. Philip Picconi makes a wonderful Doctor. I think he really does, and it's probably my favorite one, honestly.
Speaking of Doctor Who, did you hear that next year there's going to be an official Doctor Who Mr. Men crossover?
No, I don't believe you.
It's true! Look it up next year!
You lie!
4 new books! Doctor First, Doctor... Which was the one with the scarf?
Doctor 4.
Doctor 4th, Doctor 11th, and Doctor 12th, I think? I am not making this up! Google it!
I'm
Doctor Who.
I am doing it right now, and I swear. Are you sure this is not a fan project or something?
That's what
I am
figured.
100% sure it was officially confirmed on the official Mr. Men Twitter page.
I don't know. I'm going through Google News right now. Holy
One
crap,
sec.
he's correct.
Oh.
Yep, he is correct. I am so sorry.
Sorry for
Alright,
doubting you. We're so sorry.
Alright, anyway, let's continue on.
Alright. Do you like Star Wars? That's a good
Well, of
question.
course. I mean,
Another time.
I love the movies, and I'm actually now trying to get into, I'm trying to now start watching more of Star Wars Rebels because some of the episodes have actually been getting really good, and I'm trying to get into more of the expanded universe because, ironically,
Ooh, yes.
I told him this because the Doctor's real name is Jared. I actually have a Jared at my.
That's...
Oh wait, it's a secret.
Yeah, just, you can say my first name, just...
Right. But I actually know Jared at work who's a huge Star Wars fan and has told me a whole lot of interesting stuff from the expanded universe that makes me want to try to read, look more into it, read the books, the games and stuff a lot more because it is interesting. I already love the films and stuff, but I want to try to get more into, the expensive universe stuff.
Jedi Knight video game series. Kyle Katarn.
Kyle
I
Katarn.
have a lightsaber and a few questions.
And the last question ever.
is, do you like Beavis and Butthead?
I like him. I'm not a huge fan, but I do admit the characters can be funny sometimes. So, yes! We completed it! I'm so sorry!
It took 4 hours!
I'm so sorry! And I would like to say a special thanks to Thomas Fan 101, that one Thomas Fan, the Doctor, and Invisible Mario 17, who is now dead, for joining me in this Q&A and putting up with me for 4 hours. My goodness.
If anything, I should be thanking you guys for putting up with me.
Oh, come on. I've known you for 5 years, so... Why not? I know you and Spencer for 5 years, actually. Holy crap.
True.
Who was the guy that was making those weird sex jokes?
You mean Christopher?
Yeah, that's it. So glad he wasn't around when we asked which is more overrated on the team.
Oh, gosh. I would be afraid. He'll probably call me tomorrow and tell me what he would do. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this Q&A, and we'll see y'all in the next video when we do that. So, everyone say bye to the people. Bye. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, that's it.
Alright. But last things first.
What?
Last thing. As an anime fan, or if you want to get into anime, you can always ask the doctor.
He's got the prescription.
Indeed.
Focus, animation, this media.
Oh, by the way, I'm gonna need a prescription refill if that's okay.
And if we all band together, we can all do our best to save Harvey Beaks.
We can try.
Try. That's the most you can ask.
We tried doing that for.
Please, the writers think I'm cool. I've tweeted them a couple of times and they think I'm cool.